Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Weekend Van Driller. And first of all, I would like to thank all my viewers and subs for watching my videos. I would also like to thank everybody who chose to leave a comment below on my last video for doing so. I heavily appreciated that. Now, I know the majority of you feel that I should let the house go and move on with life. But there's a few things that are holding me back from doing exactly that. And I'd like to briefly discuss what's holding me back from doing such a thing. Well, for starters, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I do have some emotional attachment to the house, given the fact that I've put down a substantial amount of money for the down payment, and I have put in substantial money for the repairs that I have done to the house thus far. So that's one reason why I would like to keep the house. Another reason is I do like the area. It's nice and quiet. I have plenty of land. And people, for the most part, stay to themselves. There's no bad neighbors or any of that kind of stuff here. And another reason is, whenever you buy a home on land contracts and you leave the property, now technically the seller slash investor would have the right to take me to court and sue me for the balance that I owe on the house. And I do not want to be sued and then have to pay a bunch of money and get nothing out of it other than a bunch of headaches. And also, this one is also a bit on the emotional side. I mean, back in 2010, when I was living in Toledo, the economy there was extremely rough. And it got to the point where I could not afford to keep my house in Toledo, so I had to sell it. And when I sold that house, I lived in my car for a little bit. I had a Chevy Cavalier at the time. Now, when I first got to the state that I'm currently residing in, I was living out of my car. And I went from living in my car to being able to rent me an apartment. And then I went from that to where I'm at now, owning a home and having some land and all that good stuff. So when I look at the hurdles I've jumped, the strides that I made to get to where I'm at right now, even, I know some of you might be thinking, okay, whoop-de-doo, big deal, but for me, it is a big deal. So when I look at all that, I just think of the hard work that I've put into it thus far. And it's hard for me to just simply say F it and walk away and disregard my hard works. So, and also as far as it goes for the termites, I'm going to hire a termite inspector to validate that I actually have termites and I'm not just having some wood rot. Because someone suggested that maybe the wood might be rotted out like that due to the excessive amount of moisture over the years, since I do have a house that was built in the late 1800s. So I'm going to hire a termite inspector to better educate me on whether I got termites or whether I just simply have root rots. So for the time being, I'm going to keep the house. I'm going to keep making the payments. And I'm going to most likely take the seller on with this offer that he offered me a week or so ago, which he was selling the house for $6,000. I mean, I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. Most likely I will. I mean, first I'm going to hire a termite inspector to check everything out, and then I'll just go from there, depending on how excessive the damage is. So, again, thanks for watching another episode of Weekend Van Driller, and I appreciate everybody leaving comments below on my last video. So until the next time, everybody have a blessed day. I will see you on the next video.